you gorgeous, gorgeous animals. How are you guys doing today? My name is Anima, and today we have a live Pokemon X and Y Wifi battle for you all this time against Sanus. Thank you for responding to my battle request on the Twitter. I'm really sorry, you've probably been waiting for an extremely long time. The truth is I had to find my cable, and it didn't... things appeared, and oh man, it just was not a very good time. I'm really sorry. Anyway, you don't know this, viewers. You don't know how long I've been lingering around. Anyway, there'll be a question of the day at the end of the video. I'm rushing now because I've been leaving him waiting for a long time. Can we get this video to 150 likes? Is that even possible? You let me know in the comments section down below. Oh shit, I've ruined everything. Oh my god, I've fucked up my intro so much. Ugh. Screw it. Let me know in the comments section down below if you like pie. I don't know, I'm just chatting shit now. Anyway, Porygon 2, Lapras, and Espeon. I'm sorry, my brain is all over the place. I'm going to take a deep breath. Hello everyone. If you like the video, leave a like. Can we get 250 likes? Is it possible? I don't know. You decide. Okay, it's a UU tier match. Let me let you know who I've brought. I brought Prodigy, the Alakazam, Baptiste, the Infernape, Syndragosa, the Hydreigon, Megan Fox, the Tentacruel, Flossie, the Hippowdon, and Elizabeth, the Florges, replacing my dear Celebi, who was on the team. Now we are looking at some threats. Probably a Mega Sableye. Lots of NU Pokemon on the team here. I don't really know. Baptiste is honestly a great lead. Or is it? Nah, Syndragosa is the best lead in the universe. Is it? I think Baptiste might be. Fuck it, Syndragosa. Let's just go. Let's just go with that. Let's just go with Hydreigon as the lead. This poor guy. Right, my brain was all up in arms because basically I was like, yeah, just sent the challenge request and all this. Didn't have half of the crap ready. Didn't have any of it. Messed up my intro while I was doing this. I had to re-record the intro a few times. Messed it up anyway. But, you know what? It's just not worth it. So, out comes the Porygon. Tip and dip. Ooh. Who's going to trace my Levitate, which is honestly not amazing. It's really not that amazing. But we're just going to go for the U-turn here because we can't do anything to this thing, obviously. And yeah, Porygon 2 is a problem. Absolute beast. Now, I really hope that the capture doesn't do this thing that it did last time, which is it sort of picked up every other frame for some reason. I don't really know why it did that. Anyway, so I'm predicting the Ice Beam or something like that. Or perhaps a Toxic. Either way, Megan Fox does amazing, and we actually have knockoff. So let's go into Megan Fox. Yeah, oh, goes to the Discharge. Which is not going to do an awful lot at all. Which is honestly completely and utterly fine. The Discharge does not affect me, but that was a good prediction on my opponent's behalf. Now let's go for the knockoff. Honestly, we'll regain the amount of health that I lost in a few iterations of Black Sludge. And it doesn't do enough damage to the point where it really mattered, so it's okay. So out comes Star, the Espeon, and we're going to go for this knockoff. We're going to reveal what this thing's been holding. It is, in fact, Light Clay. So this is an Espeon with screens, which probably means it doesn't have Dazzling Gleam. So, lots of magic bounces on the team. I'm willing to bet that it doesn't have Dazzling Gleam, but I can't say for sure. Okay, well I'm going to go into Syndragosa, because I'm guessing it doesn't have Dazzling Gleam because it was Light Clay. If it's Light Clay, it's probably Door Screens with Psyshock and like Morning Sun or something. But no, it has the Calm Mind instead. Will still do massive damage to it with a Dark Pulse unless it's a specially defensive nature, but it didn't take the knockoff very well at all, so I'm not really that concerned about it. We're just going to go for the Dark Pulse. We should take it out. We are modest natured, and we do take it out. No crit needed, and the knockoff was very important, so a little bit early to set up, I'd say. A little bit early to set up there. Yes. But perhaps my opponent did have the Dazzling Gleam because they stayed in, and that's very mysterious. Out comes Pierce, who's probably going to set up rocks, to be completely honest with you. That's what I think is going to happen anyway. Does Pierce have Earthquake? What do you have? I'm predicting Rocks. X-Scissor isn't coming, Rocks is. Well, whatever, either way. I'm going to go into Flossie. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into Flossie because Rocks or X-Scissor or whatever, it doesn't really matter. Oh, the Espeon's dead, so we don't need to worry about stuff. So there's the X-Scissor as expected. It's not going to do anything, really. And it is a Life Orb. One-on-one I can beat this thing if it doesn't pack Toxic, so that's okay. And we're actually free to go for our Stealth Rocks here. There are no more magic bouncers left, so let's do that. Pierce can't really do anything to touch me. Pierce is the rapid spinner on the team, I'm going to guess. Either way, my opponent is going to have to wait for me to set my rocks because they outspeed me, I believe. Yeah, before they can rapid spin them away, so. Opponent is going to withdraw, going into perhaps Lapras. Doorwoman. Oh god, that's the Dust Noir. Now, this team is very nice, it's very interesting. Those of you who are like, Dust Noir and Yu, don't say that because it's a very good Pokemon. I've used it in OU a few times. It's honestly extremely good. Now, what do you want? What do you want? Looking at it, I want to say it's a physical wall. Because the Armaldo is offensive, so I want to say that she's a physical wall, the Doorwoman here. And because of that, I don't think my opponent has Power Up Punch. Or anything like that. I believe my opponent probably has Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, Shadow Sneak, and maybe something else. I don't know though. So what I'm going to do is go into Syndragosa because I'm expecting a Will-O-Wisp, not expecting a Power Up Punch, perhaps a Shadow Punch. Either way we resist if we're, you know, with the Shadow Punch situation. Yeah, so I don't know completely what I'm expecting. The Will-O-Wisp, okay, good. And, yeah, that's not too bad. That is not too bad. Okay, my dear darling. Now, I don't think you want to take a, you might want to take a Dark Pulse, but your Porygon 2 is still alive. So I don't know what you might want to do. Your Porygon 2 is still alive. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do is, there really isn't much reason for my opponent to stay in right now, honestly. There really isn't, but they just might. There isn't much reason, but I'm going to U-turn. Okay, good, does withdraw, that's good. Yeah, there wasn't really any reason, but they could have predicted me going for U-turn, because I have revealed it. So out comes Siren, who's going to take a good chunk of damage from the rocks. That's what we like, that's what we like! Up in this bee! Up in this bee? Bee? I am surprised by Lapras coming in, though. Because Dark Pulse would have still done a good amount of damage. All I wanna do is dive onto you, baby. Right, I'm thinking, okay, because... Oh, bugger! I forgot to put Shadow Ball again on Alakazam. Oh, idiot. I went too far into it. Didn't go and check myself. Right, what am I gonna do? Lizzie, can you do anything? Elizabetha! I mean, you can Energy Ball this thing. You know, you can. Lapras is very bulky though. I really need to just slap it with my Infinite. Fuck it, let's just do that. I have switch-ins to the Dust Noir anyway, so I'm just gonna go in with Baptiste. Bulky Lapras. Oh man, it might be able to live with close combat. Oh dear, I don't like the looks of that at all. What we're gonna do, we're still gonna go for the close combat anyway. Oh, sugar! Oh, honey, I should have gone for Thunder Punch. Never mind. Anyway, let's go for the close combat. I'm not fully expecting the Dust Noir switch in. I'm not, because I've been predicting for most of the game so far. So I'm kind of expecting my opponent to expect me to overpredict. That's what I'm thinking. Siren, it's a Parish Trapper! Okay, it does stay in. Good. We should kill it. Yes! Haha! Good. Good. So we do get the close combat off on the Lapras, and we kick its butt. But Lapras is a gorgeous Pokemon. I do like it very much. My hair is growing too long. Just a few weeks ago, you would have seen it all buzzed. The sides would have been all buzzed and cool. But now it's all long and... Ugh. Man. I've been having such buggery luck with my uploading at the moment. Because I thought I had enough. I thought I was ahead. And I was ahead. I was ahead for 4 days. Okay. I was ahead for Ijaz. EQ maybe? I don't know what you want to do to me. You want an earthquake? From how you brought it in? Screams you have earthquake. But you might Willow. U-turning. You are the physical wall of the team though, so I'm kind of guessing you might pain split. I don't know though. I'm gonna switch into Syndragosa, my Hydreigon. I'm just gonna do that because this thing can't really touch me. No Power Up Punch, I don't think, because it's defensive. The reason I'm fearing Power Up Punch is because that is an offensive set on Dusknoir. With EQ and stuff. Got good coverage. Good coverage. Could have Ice Punch, come to think of it, but I'm not really fearing that at all for some reason. Now, what my opponent could do is double switch into the Porygon 2 right now. That would be a good play. But yeah. Goes to the Ice Punch. Good play. Predicting my Hydreigon. Shouldn't kill though. Yes, shouldn't kill. That was a very good play on my opponent's behalf. A nice solid prediction. But I wasn't gonna switch. I wasn't gonna stay in with my Infernape. So that was very good on them. Now what we're gonna do? Can we beat this Dusknoir without with other means? Yeah, probably. So it has the Ice Punch. It's revealed that very nicely, and what I'm gonna do is go for the Draco Meteor because my opponent is not staying in. So it has Ice Punch, Will-O-Wisp, Ice Punches for coverage, and probably to help it take down big dragon threats. I'm gonna trace my Levitate once again, tip and dip, coming around, doing stuff. But this will probably not even do 50%, just because these things are rude as holy hell. Does a decent amount, And Syndragosa is going to be whittled by the burn, but I don't think after the drop we can kill it with another Draco. I'm tempted to preserve you as death fodder, honestly, I am. The Absol wants to come in late game and sweep everybody to death. That's what it wants. But you know what we're going to do? We're actually going to... Now, do I death fodder you, or do I try and go for that second Draco? It won't kill though, will it? And I'll die. I don't know how to beat the Dusknoir. We need ghost coverage so bad. But you know what? I'm actually gonna U-turn here. Oh bollocks! Yeah, I'm scarfed. Yeah, I'm just gonna U-turn right now. Well, honestly, Elizabeth destroys Absol, so I'm honestly fine with that. But what do you want? What do you want? I think you're gonna recover. I think you're gonna recover if you want to live. So I'm actually gonna switch into my dear Prodigy, my Alakazam, because my opponent has got to recover. This is a bit of an aggressive switch, and probably not the smartest thing I could have done, but whatever, we're just gonna go with that. Yeah, okay, it's fine. So the recover is here, and yeah, I'm not a big fan of this, honestly. What do you want? I think the way I've brought it in probably screams that I've got Focus Blast or something. So my opponent might want to switch in the Dust Noir. I mean, sans a Shadow Ball, the Dust Noir can deal with me extremely well. I can't really deal with the Dust Noir. I really can't. You know? We could try and brute force it, I suppose. Okay, let me think. Okay, Dust Noir wants to come in, maybe? I don't know. I don't think this wants to stay. I think Dust Noir wants to come in. Or Armaldo or something. Or maybe even Absol, but that's a bit bloody dangerous. We're gonna go for the Psyshock. The Absol coming in is extremely risky, so okay. Doesn't happen, we're gonna go for the Psyshock. It should do a good bunch and not much. Oh man, I am sick to death of you, you and your porry bastards. I hate these things. Do you know why I hate them? I hate them because they do this thing, right? They do this thing where they hacks me. Stop it! Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna go for the hidden power fighting, as my opponent is gonna go for the tri-attack. And this will do a decent amount. Please don't get paralyzed. I really hope this does some sort of damage. That would be really nice. Kill it. No? Okay. So my opponent is definitely going to switch out now. And I'm going to go into Megan Fox because my opponent... Well, no, they're not going to switch out. They're going to try and... They're going to recover now. So what we're going to do, we're going to go into Megan. And yeah, there's the recover. And I've revealed the knockoff, so it could be that my opponent will want to go into the Absol, or something like that. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to go for the Scald and try and get the burn on something. My opponent really doesn't want to get knocked off, so they are going to withdraw. I'm expecting not Dust Noir, so Niami, that sounds like Absol. Okay, so we're going to get a Scald on the Absol, which is honestly so nice. Hopefully we can get the burn. Come on, Megan! Come on! Get the burn! Yeah! You evil bitch! Okay, good. Very good. So now this thing is useless. I don't know if you have the Psycho Cut, though. I really don't. I really don't know that. And I'd rather not find out the hard way. Now, the reason I expected them to go into the Absol is because they were expecting me to go for the knockoff, so... All I wanna do is drive home to you, baby. What do I do about you, eh? What do I do about you? I think Absols get Psycho Cut. I really strongly think they do. You know? I really so strongly think they do, and I need my Tentacruel to deal with the Dust Noir to try and chance the burn on that thing. I'm not going to be able to get a safe switch into Tentacruel anytime soon. We do have Alakazam as Death Fodder though, so that's not that crazy. You know what, I am going to go into Flossie because I can't risk this thing having Psycho Cut or something crazy. So let's just do that. Yeah, I can't risk it having something bloody ridiculous like that, so we're going to switch out, yeah. And Niami is going to Mega Evolve. The thing with Absol is it just dies. Mega Absol. It just dies. Doesn't matter, we're going to wait for it to burn itself to death. So the leftovers are going to pop for us, and we're kind of in a good position here. Let's see, what do you want? You probably want to attack, so I'm going to slack off right now. Goes for the Play Rough, so it doesn't have knockoff. Oh, that's cruel. That damage is very cruel. That's that's extremely cruel. Yeah, that is extremely cruel. Now what I'm thinking of doing, I'm just gonna Earthquake because I think my opponent will expect me to slack off again. Oh, shit me! Will-O-Wisp, that is unexpected. That is unexpected. And I was just thinking of going to my Alakazam too. That is unexpected. That's interesting. But the Absol is dead regardless, so that's sort of alright really. I don't really mind that much. And now I'm not really sure who's going to come out. The statuses are so real. The status effects are so here. And Tip and Dip is coming out to play once again. So I don't particularly know what Tip and Dip wants to do, but I'm going to trace Sand Force. That's just sort of neither here nor there really. And now what I'm going to do... I can't fodder Syndragosa for love or money. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go into my Prodigy, fodder my Alakazam off. That really pains me to even say those words. But we need to kill the Dusknoir. That's like the main problem. But I'm preserving my Hydreigon just to be able to get one good hit on the Dusknoir. So let's get that happening. And now we're kind of free to go into Baptiste. Sort of. All I wanna do is drive home to you, baby. I've got that in my head. Got it in the head. Now I kind of want to go into Baptiste. Let's see. Okay, Baptiste. What do you have? You know, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go into Baptiste. I don't really know what my opponent wants to do, really. Maybe they're gonna switch in the Dusknoir. Maybe they're gonna stay in with the Porygon. I don't know, but I think the switch out is coming. I do, and I'm curious to see how much damage a Fire Punch will do to it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go for the Fire Punch, as my opponent is gonna withdraw. Cannot risk it, and is gonna go into the Door Woman once again. This creature is really just terrible. Gonna exert some pressure. And we're just going to go for the Fire Punch. So let's see how much damage this does. Was that a crit? Was that a crit? Infernape! Wow, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go for another Fire Punch. Wow, I don't even care. Holy crap. Let's do it. Shadow Sneak I'm expecting, honestly. Whoa! I did not expect it to do that much damage. I didn't even need to predict, honestly. What investment is that, Dusknoir? I am Iron Fist, to be fair. I am Iron Fist, so... I'm curious as to this thing's spread. I am. And Dusknoir is gonna faint. That really surprises me. That really... I was expecting it to do about 30% or something. Not like a 2KO. Really wasn't expecting that. Anyway, Pierce is here, and Pierce has Aqua Jet most likely. Wow, I'm not really worried about anything anymore. I'm gonna go into Flossie. Yeah, the Dusknoir was the biggest problem. That was the biggest problem by far. It was the biggest problem. 'Twas indeed a huge problem. So we're just gonna go into Floss. I was expecting Aqua Jet actually, but Rock Blast is here. And we resist that, so it's not going to do anything. Plus my opponent is somewhat unlucky, probably doing more damage to themselves than to me. Ultimately, no Aqua Jet, judging from that. I kind of want to slack off, but I kind of want to EQ. So, I don't really know. I think I'm going to EQ. I think that's the best decision to make because, I don't know. I mean, I could, honestly, probably the best play is to slack off, but I don't want to really just sort of slack off for like no real reason, honestly. I don't really need to. I've been busy all day. The day you're watching this is probably yesterday's video. It gave me a load of shit. A load of shit. Too much, in fact. Entirely too much. Wow, that's actually doing some damage. So we're going to go for the Rapid Spin. Huh. That is actually not bad. Yeah, it was just giving me a load of grief. I had to render it this morning. This morning. was a ball ache, I tell you. So, goes for the rapid spin. I'm honestly okay with this. I'm going to keep setting up rocks. I think because the life orb is kind of biting my opponent in the bum here, because every time they rapid spin, they're doing damage to themselves. So here's the X scissor. Slap. And the fact that Hippowdon actually outspeeds this is leading me to believe that my Tentacruel will guaranteed outspeed it. So it's not really that big a deal. I'm gonna go for the slack off once again. Well, slack off, no, I didn't slack off before. I mean, yeah. We're not doing much damage because, of course, we are burnt. And when you're burnt, you're a bit, you know, you're burnt, man. Like I don't think I'd do much damage to anything if I was burnt. You know, I couldn't damage my way out of a wet paper bag if I was burnt. I would like the wet paper bag because I'd be burning. And that would be upsetting. Burning is not cool. Like like you know that feeling of like when you touch something and it's just too hot. Okay, I know it sounds. Bear with me. I know what I'm saying sounds very stupid right now. It's like, yeah, Anima, when you're hot and it's hot. So shut up, smartasses. You're right. It's that feeling all over your damn body, just like that. Really, that pain all over your body. That hurts, man. That would hurt. I can't be arsed, you know? Nah. Nah, son. I don't want that. Burning sucks. And being cold. Temperature is bullshit. Temperature is awful. Like, I'm sitting here right now in a little cardigan and a t-shirt. Space Mountain t-shirt, Space Mountain! And I have a heater on. And the heater's over there. Heaters cost money. They cost $1. Bruh. And it's like, just to maintain our little, you know, ourselves, we need to do all this crap. Oh, it's just, jeez. We need to do far too much. I hope this takes me out, honestly. Please, kill me. Just kill me. Kill me! Wonderful! So Flossie is going to go down, and my opponent isn't choosing to prolong the inevitable, which I do appreciate. I do appreciate that very much. Just because I remember this fight with the sodding Gliscor, who doesn't remember that kind of fight, where they couldn't attack me. They could not attack me, but they were just... Because I was like a Gyarados, their only attacking move was EQ, and I was behind a sub, so they just couldn't do shit to me. So it was just an annoying situation. Anyway, now I'm prolonging the battle. Oh my god, hypocrite. He's probably thinking, what? You don't need to think, just use close combat. Jesus Christ. And Tip and Dip is going to go down to that close combat, and that is going to be the game. So thank you so much for the game, Sanus. I really enjoyed battling you. It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you for being on the channel today. Yeah, folks, go and check out my opponent's Twitter if you're interested. There were some really competitive plays by my opponent, especially that beginning move with the discharge. There's some solid predictions going on. Absolutely. Anyway, so the question of the day, which I should have mentioned earlier, I should have been like, the question of the day, it's so annoying when you screw up your intro, it really is in fact, what was your favourite video game as a child, folks? So that's, what was your favourite video game as a child? Me personally, goodness bloody gracious, I had a lot of love for Spyro, man. A lot of love for Spyro. I was pissed because I played Spyro 2 once, right? And then I had this hazy memory of there being some purple dragon. This is when I was very young. And I was like, I want the game with the purple dragons. This is Spyro, Spiro, Spoyo, Poyo, you know. And so I bought it. It was the first one. Shoo! I got someone's spamming me right now. I'm like, go away! I bought it, and it was the first game, and I was like, man, this isn't the same game. No, not bashing the first one, but if you want to play the second one and you're playing the first one, it ain't the same damn game, yo. So anyway, probably Spyro or goodness gracious, I really don't know. There were so many, and it's hard to think of an answer off the top of my head. Anyway, let me know in the comment section down below, folks. I really do hope you enjoyed this battle today. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye!